Hello everyone! For this new edition of the Alstom Open de France, we would like to guide you step by step from the guest registration process until the event itself. There are 3 communication steps to guide you through the process: guest registration, guest invitation, and organization of the guest trip and hospitality. Today I will guide you through the guest registration process, which is our first step. Let's go! First of all, the Alstom Open web platform is available at the following URL, where you will find the login page. You've already received your password and username by email. Now it's time to use them. You will first arrive on the list of events. Now click on Alstom Open de France 2012. You will find here 2 sections: Internet Site and Inscriptions. Under Internet Site, you have access to general information about the event itself, such as the program, the hospitality package, the proams, cost sharing, and your sector coordinates contact info. And finally, a toolbox with useful templates and elements to communicate with your guests. This section is where you register and manage your guest list. Today, we will focus on how to register your guest. Let's have a look at the registration homepage. Until you have registered your guests, the list will be empty. Once you have registered your guests, you can filter them by using different criteria, which will allow you to see only those guests you are interested in. As you can see, these criteria are numerous and precise. For example, by clicking on Proam 2, you will filter all the guests invited to the Saturday Proam. Useful and easy, isn't it? In order to stay up to date with your guests' information, you can check the different status. The registration status for the event itself, that is the Alstom Open, and also for the sub-events, the Proams, the dinner, etc. So you can check to see if your guest has answered and whether they have declined or confirmed. You can also check to see that the email has been sent and whether the guest has replied. So, what's new? The Priority Open indicates the level of priority you attribute to your guests' attendance at the event. And the Priority Proam indicates the level of priority for the Proams only. Now let's look in detail how to register a new guest. To begin, click on the Add button on the top left-hand side of your screen. Enter your guest's last name and first name, then click Submit. At this stage, there are 3 possibilities. First possibility, your guest has already been registered on a previous Alstom Open de France. His or her name will appear in this window, showing that the contact is already in the database. Select it. Second possibility, your guest has already been invited by another Alstom host. You can then contact this host if necessary. Third possibility, your guest has never been registered and is new to the system. Let's look at what to do in this situation. The first drop-down menu indicates who is registering the guest, while the host information section indicates the person who is officially inviting the guest, that is, the Alstom host. The person who is registering and the host can be the same person or not. If the host is not in the list, ask your sector coordinator. So, we're done with the host data. Now, let's fill in the guest information as required. Please do not update the registration status yet. We will see how to update the guest status in a later video. So, what's new? You can now enter the email of the guest's assistant if you want him or her to be automatically in copy of emails sent to the guests. And remember to update your guest's area based on new Alstom IN areas. Now that we know who your guest is, please indicate his or her preferred dates. Be careful, this is something new. In order to improve the selection of guests and avoid exceeding quotas, especially for the Proams, please indicate the level of priority you attribute to your guest. Now, let's choose the type of invitation. There are 3 options: electronic automatic invitation, electronic personalized invitation, printed invitation. You will find a description of each type of invitation on the registration form. A user guide explaining the next step, the invitation process, will be sent to you and will also be available on the web platform at a later date. We kindly remind you to register yourself too if you plan to attend the event. In this case, select Host in the category field. We also strongly recommend you to accompany your guest during their stay at the Alstom Open de France. That's about it. You can now start updating the database. I hope this video has been useful, and thanks for watching.